really well. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the Dutch play.
And to be fair, I'm also super excited to see how Space gonna do in the Guilty Gear Strive bracket. If he had interpreted, I do think he had to.
He did. Yep, and he's a top 8. I think he's arguably a top 8 player. Anyway,
so
talking about video games, here's Smash Brothers, and we got Pikachu against Wario.
Okay, so let's see how that's gonna get handled. Basically, Pikachu super quick, super fast, super light also, which can be troublesome against Wario, especially if you can build multiple damage and take the control as we are watching right now, especially if he lost all of the stage.
Oh yeah, and the control is still established. Glutonny just holding on to that center, getting these hits, and Pyrrhon finally finding a bit of it of his own. Nice combo of 30. And chases Wario as well. That can be a little bit hard, as we see right there, right? Wario, so much airspeed, gets to get back to center so easily.
Yeah, the problem also with the motorbike, as we saw, is like it can work as a wall for the T-jolt. So sometimes if you lose like the situation, you got like in between the motorcycle, basically you can avoid some projectiles and gain a bit of terrains if you're Wario. But now trying to go from up and above, but Pyrrhon is very good defensively, not allowing him to go in.
Yeah, Pyrrhon, he's got some bite in him. Look at that. They're even in percentage. And that is Glutonny we're talking about. The player who did really well against Isam, right? That matchup looked almost impossible for Pikachu when it was Glutonny on the sticks. And here's Pyrrhon making a name for themselves. Look at that. Got Glutonny off stage again. And those chases, those are critical, Foster. It's so hard to keep up with Wario in the air.
Yeah, very true, very true. I mean, it's so mobile. It's so hard to get a catch on him in the air, as you said. Now there's a bike over there on the edge. What are you gonna do? Going above, hitting the motorcycle, but still had time to flee away. Very nice. And once again, he got the situation, he got the wall stage, but he could not keep track of the Wario in the air, as you said.
Yeah. That is Glutonny's disadvantage, but he loses the first stock. Pyrrhon in the lead.
Let's go. This is what we want to see. This is what we are here at UFA. We never know where are the hidden champs in the world. And right now, Gluto gonna obviously even up the stocks, as we said. Pikachu is very light, so any move when you are above 100% and near the edge, you're gonna die.
But let's see, this stock already getting worked on. The combos are being put on the table. About 60 off of a single hit. Pyrrhon, he's prepared to fight Glutonny here today. He was doing the homework, and it's paying off so far. Glutonny, a bit of a comeback. There's the waft, and there's the stock. Good DI by Pyrrhon, almost lived that waft. But at the end of the day, like you said, Pichu is light, Wario's heavy, the kill power is so huge. But if we're looking at control, Pyrrhon has been in control of the match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's also the tools of Pikachu, basically. You're supposed to have the control because you're fast and blah, blah, blah. But you have to get the kill. You have to get the kill. If you missed it, unfortunately, Glutonny gonna just take your stock before, and that's gonna be very, very hard. And look at that, already 65%, trying to force a reaction from Pyrrhon, but Pyrrhon is actually super patient his way of playing. He panicked on the full up air when he took the waft, unfortunately. But that aside, those drift, for instance, is very good at it.
Yep, I agree. He's cool, calm, collected, and he's very composed in this match. And even when behind, you can see he's not looking to force a kill, right? He's still playing slow, but you cannot play too slow against Glutonny because that gives him room to overwhelm you, and the reaction was instantaneous. He was ready for that aerial and pulled the trigger on the up smash instantly.
Yeah. That's the point. It's like Pyrrhon made some very, very good aggressive play, also some good patience play. There were some plays here and there, like this aerial, for instance, like the raising aerial, but while crossing up your opponent. I mean, it's a door open for an up smash out of shield. It is a door open for it. So it's a bit sad to fall into this trap. I'm gonna say. Like the combo with the waft is like 50-50, you know, you air dodge, unfortunately, exactly, drop off the platform, put the up air, I mean, that happened. But this one in fourth, it's like did not respect that option out of shield of Wario. Afterwards, you don't see it too much.
I agree. And I think that's kind of the thing about Wario is like, yes, Wario can kill you extremely early with the waft, but his kill moves outside of that, they're solid, but they're not like super top tier, right? He has down tilt dash attack. He can gimp you if you're not Pikachu. So like avoiding those kills is extremely key. And Pyrrhon just couldn't. Like you said, Pyrrhon just kind of struggled to avoid the kills. And talking about control right here, that is an insane combo. You're already at kill percents if you're Pikachu right here.
Yeah, literally. Now that's gonna be like trying to catch the Wario, but Glutonny gonna just like, you know, play with the air, trying to play with the landing. Unfortunately, I think he missed his punish there, allowing Gluto to just still building up damage, which is dramatic for Pyrrhon.
Dramatic indeed. Like you said in the previous game, you have to have control of Pikachu. That's what the character does.
Yep.
He controls the game. Glutonny saying, no, you know what if I control the game with my speed, with my air drift? And so far, Glutonny with a solid lead, but Pyrrhon, like last game, he's not panicking. He's playing slow, he's doing what he has to. And you can see that he's building up a little bit of a comeback so far.
Yeah, very true, but
again.
The same. Going, actually, if he goes away from Glutonny, it's fine. But it's going toward Glutonny, so he takes the headbutt in the face, unfortunately. So we'll see what's gonna happen now, but he's behind, far behind, and forward, because like Wario is heavy, you need a ton of damage before being able to get the kill. So, and then forwards, Glutonny is very good at being defensive and forcing his opponent to approach and get the whiff punish. And you can see he's poking his opponent now, getting all the control of the motorcycle. The shield is perfect, going in there afterwards, finally a grab, but for what more?
Pyrrhon almost getting the gimp there, but Glutonny just a little bit better in the spacing. Jab one as a mix-up, I like it. And Pyrrhon looking to get the gimp, but it's not happening. Glutonny's mix-ups are too advanced.
Yeah, it's the good
pressure. The pressure. Pyrrhon gets out of the corner. Actually gets out of the corner. That's very hard to do against Gluto, but a slap for his problems. Back into the Pokeball, and only one stock remaining.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you said, like, get by the stage, he was like, yeah, you know what, I'm a good distance to maybe create something, but it's like, he was too high in percent, unfortunately, so yeah, just to forward it and get away. Now, 3 stocks to 1, that's gonna be hard, because you know he's glowing in yellow, and you all know what might happen when Wario is glowing that way, especially when you're Glutonny, especially after that. That air dodge was clutch.
That air dodge was clutch indeed. Now, Pyrrhon lives to fight another day, but the day is short and his stock is even smaller. Glutonny with the offstage pressure. Look at this. Pyrrhon just constantly in the corner. Tries to roll out, but even afterwards there's pressure and pressure and pressure. Even when you pick the correct option, you're not out of the bad situation yet.
Yeah.
Glutonny rolls in itself, looks for that final hit. Pyrrhon taking it slow, but you gotta make something happen. You gotta make a play.
Oh, maybe this time, but no.
The recoveries.
Yeah, always with good timing. Double jump, waiting for it. That's gonna be a forward tilt, as you mentioned. Back to your Pokeball, back in the box, in the computer. You will never be taken again, Pikachu. I'm sorry for you.
Maybe try a Raichu next time.
Maybe
a little bit more stats, a little bit better move pool. No, still, look, that game 1, by all means, was extremely impressive. Yeah, I don't think a lot of players are able to do that well against Glutonny. Yeah. And yes, Gluto adapted, and that's what top players do. But still, impressive game 1, and it shows a lot of promise. And Pyrrhon, hey, still in the match, right? Still in the bracket. There's an entire losers bracket to go through, to fight through, to get back to that top 64 potential.
I mean, as we mentioned, like, it's second half of Wave B, second half. We're not round 1, like, not at all. We're like, I think it was round 4, if I'm not mistaken, if I read correctly the overlay of the stream. And you can see, like, already debriefing the game with Glutonny, like, yo, man,
that's good.
You destroyed me, what happened? Can you give me some advice, stuff like that? So it's super cool, actually, to see him, like, taking his time to maybe learn from that loss, to be ready and overcome his next opponent in losers.
I agree entirely. Talk about next opponents. We got another French favorite coming up, BMS Raflo.
Let's go!
Fighting against Toiny. Toiny, not a name I'm familiar with. Oh, you are. See, the French expert. I told you, this is why we got him.
Exactly, I'm here just for that. I think it's 20, if I'm not mistaken, which is a villager player, if he didn't switch. He's a guy a young person actually, that came to a couple of tournaments back in the days, like back in a few years ago, basically. And he made quite some surprise, some upset